What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell by who I have with me, we have big news regarding Manchester United, okay? So this episode is going to be a combined 11 between Chelsea and Manchester United. To make it a little bit more interesting, okay, because United hasn't been the best so far this season, it is going to be based just pure off of who do you think are the best players. If you had to put a combined 11 between Chelsea and United, right, take away their form, rule all that out. Who would go into your combined 11? Who do you think is the best player for each position, basically, okay? Before we do that, and before we get started with that, we have breaking news. Fabrizio Romano, okay?
Here we go.
Comunicado oficial. Erik Ten Hag is no longer the gaffer, the manager of Manchester United. I want to know what a United man is thinking when they see that on their screen. Jasser, I'll let you start off with it because I know that you originally had a very good relationship with Ten Hag, and then you finally saw the light. It took you almost 3 years, but you finally saw the light. What went through your mind when you saw that pop up on your screen this morning?
Honestly, it was just relief. At this point, it was just straight relief. Like, I was with Ten Hag till, I would say, this is super late, and you guys can 100% roast me for it, but when that Tottenham game happened, that's when I lost
Tottenham game. That game is what.
That's when I lost it. That's if you go back to like our messages in the chat and stuff, you'll see that's when I started being like, all right, Ten Hag's out. We can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. Yeah, man. Like, I had really good hope for him. I think with Ten Hag, until we won the Carabao Cup, everything was going pretty well in my opinion. After that, it's been downhill performance-wise, dressing room and everything related to it. I think it's been downhill. Honestly, it was just needed to happen. It really needed to happen. You could see all year this year, he's just talking about, oh, I have these 2 trophies. I have I don't count the Tottenham game because the red card was rescinded. I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? And then he's just like, one thing that really pissed me off, and he's like this, oh, we went to Fenerbahce away, and we went to Porto away, and we got 1 point, and we got 1 point each.
That's the worst thing he said.
That means we're hard to beat. Like, bro, we're Manchester United, bro. Like, well, what is this?
Yeah.
So this season, especially with the way he was talking with the press, like, it just lost me, man. It just really lost me, and it just needed to happen. So I'm happy it's happened.
Listen, I think we all knew Ten Hag was going. It was just a matter of when and not a matter of if. I think that happened for me after the Liverpool game for this season. I think he should have gone last season.
You had to specify which
that was for me. That was like, okay, like, what are we doing here, right? Like, but I just want to make a quick point on Ineos. Ineos has fucked it. Let's Let's say that out loud because
it did.
So let's go back to quickly. I just want to go quickly. Let's go back to the FA Cup final. I think all of us here, everybody expected Ten Hag to lose. I think Ineos expected that too. The Monday after, thank you so much for your service. Farewell. See you later. So he won, and they waited 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Until they gave him a new contract. They gave him they said you can stay, here's all the money. And in that 2 weeks, I think all of this came out after. They were interviewing managers, they were looking for new guys, and at the end, the conclusion was they couldn't find a suitable replacement or something like that, which is kind of odd.
They couldn't find anyone better, basically.
Which is very odd to me because of the available managers at the time. So, they gave him all the money they gave him over the summer. He spent more money, a new contract, and I really think they wanted to get rid of him earlier than they did than today. It's just the only reason they didn't do it was because it was going to make them look bad. Look, they got rid of him now. It still made him look bad because, they look like idiots. If this was Glazers and Ed Woodward and those guys, I think the press would and the fans and everything would have gave them a lot more shit than we're giving Ineos. Point in all that is this was their first real test and they kind of messed up. And I think Jim Ratcliffe, Dan Ashworth, these guys, they need to sit down and I hope they already did sit down and make their next right decision because it's not looking. This didn't look good, Now we have to pay him like 17 million or something. It is. So this is insane, This is.
But I said this before. Like, United is such an impossible situation when you think about it. It's been since Sir Alex. It's the same cycle, man. It's the same. They buy a bunch of players because they have so much revenue. They bring a manager, and then it goes to shit. And then I think part of the reason they kept Ten Hag was they backed him so much, and he got so many of his players that if they sacked and brought someone else, I don't think you can find a manager that this squad fits their profile. Like, it's obviously they have talented players and stuff like that, but it's not a squad that I think that they could make it back to the top. It still needs a rebuild because I don't know, what is this? Like a counterattacking team? Is this a build-up team? Is this
It's
like
got no
what is
identity.
there?
Yeah.
It's got
And
no
It's not a
identity.
14th place team though. Let's be honest. This team
It's
should
not.
be
It's
like
not.
top
No.
6. Come on.
Do you mean
I
like
think a good manager-
quality-wise or performance-wise?
Quality-wise.
Quality,
Quality,
not-
yeah, yeah.
no
Performance-wise,
way
we should
14,
be
yeah.
even
Yeah,
lower. If
no,
you're-
quality I agree as well. I think you
Yeah.
guys are underperforming with what you have. But Ilya, I just have
Massively.
I just have a quick question. So we heard it from a United perspective, from a Liverpool or rival perspective. Ten Hag leaving. How does that make you feel?
you know what? It's funny with, like, if you're not a United fan, I feel like for anybody, it's just their pattern has been so funny. And I don't know. I wanted to ask actually you United fans, like, which manager period after Sir Alex you think has been the best and worst?
I'd say the best for us was Mourinho.
You think
I
Mourinho?
think for
Okay.
sure Mourinho was the best. I think at one point we had like a decent stability around him. Like what we were finishing second, accumulating like 80 points, like
Europa
around
League.
there. Europa League, like that's probably the best. And the worst, I still say Moyes.
It's a bit harsh on Moyes, but yeah, I can see why
I
you
still
did
say
that.
Moyes.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'll tell you why. Because Moyes still had a team that won the Prem literally the year before, right?
6 months
But
before.
they were on their last legs.
Okay, but
Like
you
a lot
don't
of
finish
players,
seventh.
right?
You don't finish seventh after doing first, right? And we had like still a pretty decent team.
But it's also a big responsibility to be in the first one
Yeah,
after
I
Sir
mean,
Alex, bro.
I get that, but
Best manager
seventh
of all
was
time,
a woeful
actually.
like underperformance with the team that was available
That's
to
true.
Moyes, in my opinion.
I
So that
think
was the worst.
for sure the best one is Mourinho. He had the highest win percentage and the lowest loss percentage of post-Sir Alex Ferguson manager. So that's just he had the most trophies too.
Yeah, I know
maybe tied.
Ollie gets roasted, but I think after Mourinho, probably Ollie is second in my opinion.
We were an
Second, I
interesting
would-
case.
I mean,
under
I don't know.
listen, the standards aren't high. Let's be honest here, but like out of everyone, I feel like Ollie would be second. Like there was a period of time when I think it was his second season or something like that. You guys were playing decently, like had like
Europa
good,
League finals, second.
yeah,
place
like
finish,
you
yeah.
guys had
counter-attacking football.
counter-attacking, yeah, decent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was actually nice to even watch United play a few games and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, Ineos, a lot of people were raving about them when they came in. Mans were posting that little
The
board
Sinister
or
Six
whatever.
something.
Starting
yeah,
11.
yeah, the starting 11 with the board members and everything like that. Yeah, but yeah, they got this wrong as of right now. Like,
Sure is still out, right? So
yeah.
But you
I'll
asked
judge
me-
them a little
Well,
you
bit.
they
asked
got
me
Ten
what-
Hag wrong. The situation with Ten Hag, they got it wrong.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
100%
Like,
wrong.
you can't be renewing the man, all right? You basically go out there, you don't find anyone.
You're
It's
accepting that you want to replace him. That's
yeah,
the
it's
thing.
like,
That's my issue.
like, and I don't even know how he himself he takes like pride wise, bro. Like you're basically a second
Yeah.
option. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You're sloppy seconds at the end of the day. Like they couldn't find anyone, and they're coming back to you.
You asked me from outside, like, what do you think from the outside? Is no matter what happens, it feels like there's nobody has faith in them to do the right thing and change things. You know what I mean? Like every player that goes there, somehow they get worse, and even managers. Like every manager
That's true.
that's come in, they've done worse when they come to United. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like you have no faith from the outside. It doesn't matter. It's almost like it doesn't matter what they do. It gets worse.
Hopefully this time is different though with the whole management structure above the manager with Ineos. We'll have to
Dude,
see. We'll have to see.
I don't even know, man. Like at this point, like I'm just like it's been 10 years of this, bro. I'm tired.
Nah,
No,
I told
but
you
it
guys.
hasn't been 10 years of like the. We
I-
finally got a director of football.
We
and,
got
like,
a good structure and everything,
Yeah.
but bro, it's just like how many times
I know, the feeling
as a
is-
United fan have
yeah.
you like got your hopes up just for it to get shattered over and over, right? So I don't
Too
even
many.
care. Like we have a new direction, new director, and all that. Amazing. I'm done with bringing my hopes up. I'm done with it. It's at this point where it's just like it's mentally like draining. So it's
Yep.
just like just see what happens. No expectations, and yeah.
Yeah, like I said, bro, I think you guys. I'm gonna say it here as well. I said it in the chat, but I think you guys are gonna be back on top within the next 10 years. Me personally,
10
Uh,
years? Yeah. well,
yeah.
I
Well,
hope
10
so.
I think within 5, you guys will be like decently
Win the
placed.
league within 10? If
Win
you
the-
make the right choices, maybe, yeah.
Potentially, yes. Like I'll be honest, like I just feel like Dan Ashworth, I think he's gonna do a good job. Omar, I think he's gonna do a good job.
The
That
Man
brother
City
started
guy.
his career in Barcelona as well, so I have to rep him. But yeah, I think they're gonna do a good job. I'm not the biggest fan of Radcliffe, bro. I feel like he kind of
Not me
had
either.
like I feel like he kind of like I would just let them do their thing, and then Radcliffe just behind this. I feel like he kind of intrudes a little bit with what's going on between them. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting with Ten Hag. It was a failure. The amount of money that they spent for
100% failure.
players that he wanted as well, bro, and like they should have spent that money on like teaching him PR and press conferences and stuff like that, bro, because that brother was an embarrassment every time he spoke. Hey.
Remember when you used to say please as thank you?
Oh yeah,
That was the funniest thing.
Yeah. As of right now, you guys are linked to the Sporting Lisbon manager. Maybe in the future we do another episode when it's confirmed to see who it actually is. Anyways, boys, let's not dwell on the past. The future could potentially be bright for you, mans.
Future looks bright.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Alrighty, now, I don't know how bright our combined 11 is going to look for you, mans, though, okay? So, without further ado, let us get into our combined 11, okay? Chelsea United, the game is coming up this weekend. Rules are the same, majority rules. If it's a 50-50, we debate. If anyone budges, beautiful. If not, you guys vote. We're going to start off with goalkeeper. Despite this man getting roasted last year, I have Onana. I see everyone nodding their head. Does everyone have Onana in there? Okay.
Yeah.
I have yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Last year, he made a lot of mistakes, and he got roasted, rightfully so. But this year, I think he's actually been quite decent. I'm not gonna lie, like he's probably been one of our better players. Like he's made some really insane saves, and I have to put him in. I think he's better than what Robert Sanchez is.
Sanchez, yeah.
I think he's better than him.
Sanchez is not great. And to Jesse's point, he has been our best player, and that kind of tells you the issues we're having if your goalkeeper is your best player. I know we're not talking about form too much, but I did want to just give a little insight to our season with him. I think he has the topmost clean sheet, 4 clean sheets. He's up there with Alisson. Yeah, with Alisson, he's up there.
We have 4 clean sheets.
I believe so.
Yeah, just have a couple.
Someone can fact check me, but I
Zero.
think we have a few 0-0s, and we won 1-0 against Fulham.
Yeah.
Anyway, why that's important is I think you guys know I like XG. I was looking at that. We have in ranking, we're 16th in terms of XG conceded. So like that's like relegation. And this guy has as many clean sheets as he has, and we only have 11 goals conceded. That's the same as Chelsea, by the way. You got to give him some credit. He's a good, really decent keeper. But Sanchez is also not that great. Chelsea fans will tell you that. They're just there's a little mid.
It was very interesting to see Onana last year because the season before that at Inter, he was balling. He was probably one of the best goalies in the world.
He's good with his feet, man. He's good with his feet.
He is good with his feet.
He is, but he gets pressured like a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but honestly, he's made mistakes last year, but
he's
this
made
year,
a lot of mistakes.
He's getting better.
He's definitely getting better at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just a confidence thing last year, to be honest.
He's a confidence keeper. He's a confidence type keeper.
Probably United thing too, you know.
So Sanchez, I think, actually.
Yeah. Unanimous. That was easy. All right, let's go to right back then, okay? Ilya, who'd you have?
Reece James. If we're saying no injuries, that's the best player. If you're injured all the time, I don't know about that. So but he's the best player, obviously.
Yeah, you said the criteria was like forget injuries, forget form. We're just going with players. Yeah, it's Reece James, 100%. Reece James on his day is one of the best right backs in the world, in my opinion. So
Emirali?
Reece James. Who's our right back even? I can't like
Mazraoui.
It should be
Mazraoui.
I
mean,
Mazraoui.
I kind of had Dalot on. Well, you'll see because he can kind of play both flanks, but like, do we have a proper right? Like, it was Wan-Bissaka, I think, before he left.
Yeah,
he was alright.
I mean, Dalot and Mazraoui technically are both right backs, but they play left.
Both right backs.
Yeah, it's Reece James. It's no doubt.
Yeah, Reece James, that brother, his hamstrings are cooked. But you know that meme where like I think it's like
the meat falling off.
That's his
him
leg,
after 2 games, and he's like, "I'm back." He always has like some social media posts.
Bro, I hate him, bro. I had him in FPL last year or whenever, and if he's not injured, probably one of the best right backs in the world. And I think he's good defensively. I think he's good attacking wise as well. Just a very complete fullback. Let's go to left back.
So that's where it kind of gets weird. I put Dalot there just because I wanted him in my team. I know he usually plays right back. He plays both flanks. I've seen him play on both sides. The reason I picked him is just trying to be a little bit balanced with United players. Otherwise, it's been too many Chelsea players. But I mean, he's solid too. Last year, he played 50 games for us total. He had a decent amount of goal contribution, like almost 10. He really should have scored yesterday or 2 days ago.
That miss was horrible.
That was horrible. Gary Neville was saying even I would have scored that. It's like
that was absolutely.
Gary Neville says I'm going to score something, but
I feel like he missed out on purpose. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like he missed out on 100%.
No, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. You
missed it for Cristiano.
He physically cannot miss that. Like, I'm sorry. When that happened,
it's harder to miss it. I know what you mean. It's harder to miss it, but
worst miss I've seen, bro.
That's Evie shooting in pro clubs, bro. That brother can only score bangers if it's an easy tap in. No chance.
Have you hearing that?
But I went for Dallo. I understand if some of you go for
Oh yeah, fair.
Chelsea
Ilya,
player.
who do you have left back?
Shaw, man. I think he's way better than Dalot. Obviously, he's never fit. Going forward, he's better. Even one-on-one defending, he's better. He does set pieces, all that stuff. I think like Shaw's overall better. I mean, Dalot, like he played a lot of games. I guess you could say he's solid, but a lot of the big games, I feel like he's not incisive when he goes forward and coming back one-on-one defending. A lot of people would beat him. A lot of people.
Exposed. He gets exposed in the big
Yeah,
games
a
at left
lot.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
he's
gonna be honest with you, I
on
forgot
he's
about
on the
Shaw.
better side. Yeah,
Fair.
I'm sure.
Jasser.
Yeah, actually, Luke Shaw. If I was going injuries wise, no, he never plays. But like we're just going like player quality, Luke Shaw, 100%. He's better than any Chelsea left back. He's better than
Yeah.
any United left back. Fully fit and firing. He's up there in my opinion.
Fair. I had a man that has not been mentioned actually.
Chilwell.
No, I had Malo Gusto as my
Malo
left back. Yeah.
Bro, he's a right back.
Yeah,
he
but
just played.
so is
left back
Dalot,
once.
Mazraoui. No. He played when Chilwell wasn't there. He played a good amount there, bro. And honestly, I think he did a good job. Yeah, no, like I'm a big fan of Gusto.
No, he's
I
been
think
good. Yeah.
I think in my opinion, like he's probably top
He's good.
5 fullbacks in the EPL. In terms of like right backs, I guess, but he can play left as well. He's like a Dalot, bro, Mazraoui. Like he can play there as well. But it was between Malo Gusto and Shaw for me. But just like like Shaw, I know we're not taking injuries into consideration, but that brother's been there for 10 years now, and he's had like 2 good seasons.
He's missed 300 games. Like
Yeah,
I forgot about him completely. I mean, like I agree that he is on paper better than
like
probably
Reese
everyone we mentioned.
is a different story because he's still like 24, 25. Shaw is like pushing 30.
Yeah.
He's been there 10 years, and he's only had like 2 or 3 good seasons, I would say, with the United.
I mean, I don't even like Shaw, but the picks
But
for
the
left
quality
back
is
aren't
there.
good.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
The quality is there. So Shaw is our left back then. Reece James and Shaw, those are our fullbacks, okay? We are going to go into our CB partnership, our CB duo.
This was actually like weird, but I went for Licha and De Ligt. I think
Wow.
the person that has the most.
Chelsea, bro, he's so surprised.
I think Chelsea's best center back at this point is Colwill, and I think he is really good. But I mean, he has the best potential. But in terms of like a finished product, a center back you pick like on any team, I think it's Lisandro and De Ligt.
All right, Jasser.
So as I said, like the criteria we're going, I had De Ligt and Colwell. Licha, I was thinking about putting him in there, but like his first year at United, he was very, very good. Then he got injured, and I think ever since he got that injury, whenever he's come back, he's not ever gone back to that level that he was in the first year. I can't put him in. I just can't. Like this year, like I have to be honest, Leach has been poor. Simple as that. He's been poor. He's not been really good. Colwell, very solid. I actually like enjoy what I see from him. He's physical, he's good, and I think him and De Ligt for me, like again, we're looking at his a whole picture as a player quality. It's there. Like De Ligt is a really, really good center back in my opinion. So he was like going to be in there. And Licha, as I said, I just can't. I can't put him in. Not from what I've seen so far anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Amrali, who do you have? I see you smirking. Who do you have, bro?
No, I have Licha. And Colwell. Licha, I mean, I hear Jesser, like Licha, I mean, if you're looking at form, he hasn't made it yet, like in our eyes over the past few years, but with a good partner, he can be good with the lead. I feel like he's a good partner, but I don't think on his own he would be good. So
he wouldn't translate to every team, you know what I mean? I think.
My duo is, so one of them you guys already mentioned and the other one has not been mentioned yet, Colwell, and I had Lenny Yoro as well. For me, it was between Lenny Yoro and De Ligt. I'm a big fan of De Ligt, bro. Big fan. And I still believe in that brother. But what I've seen recently, I cannot overlook it. He has been, I don't know, bro. Like, he seems like a shadow of himself. But when that brother was at Ajax, Jesus Christ, generational. They were calling him generational when he was at Ajax. I think he was like the captain at 17 or whatever when he was playing during those semis or whatever. I just went with Lenny Yoro, the future. I think he is a good CB, with what I've heard at least. We haven't seen him play a lot at United. So
has he played a game for us?
Nah, just a friendly. That brother waited for Ten Hag to dip, bro. So I would have Lenny Yoro in there and Colwell. I'll be honest with you. Colwell is probably one of my favorite CBs in the EPL. I loved him at Brighton. When I think Potter was there when he was at Brighton and he was shining. I'm pretty sure, right?
Those ones.
Yeah, so I just like he's pretty physical, can play from the back as well. I think he can read the game properly. Now that being said, Colwell has 3, so he's going in automatically. And then we had Licha that had 2. The only thing is both of them are left-footed. Do we mind or do we not mind at all?
We have me and Ilya also put De Ligt in.
All right, so it's between Licha and De Ligt.
In my opinion, I think we should go Colwell, De Ligt.
I think De Ligt, because like I said, I was torn between Yoro and De Ligt as well. So like if I had to switch, I would probably go for De Ligt. So Colwell and De Ligt.
It's a left center back and a right center back.
Yeah, I think it makes the most sense.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, quick question. Since we're talking about Licha and Some certain mans here used to glaze and bear. Where does he rank in terms of center backs in the EPL?
Tough to say now, like with our form. I can't talk about like
not even our form.
Is he
not
even in
even
top 10?
I'd say bottom top 10 maybe.
No,
Maybe.
it's not top now.
Maybe
Like,
top.
are we considering form? I mean, we have to, right? Like, it can't just.
I mean, if it's a form thing, no. I
Top
think a lot of
15.
like the Licha hype
Yeah,
came
so.
around his first like season performances. But as I said, ever since he got injured against Sevilla and he's come back, 2 or 3 good performances. Rest of them have been kind of
Yeah.
garbage in my
He
opinion.
was good for Argentina, man. Like, I mean, the guy's a good player.
Yeah,
But
but dude, Argentina have a really good team.
Yeah, Colwell and De Ligt. We're happy with that?
yeah, we're happy with that. But Licha's.
Leach is what?
We respect
Probably
Licha.
best to
So
him.
is he top 10 or no? Because are you respecting him?
I would say top 15. Is that better?
That's respectable. Top 10 in a league, top 15 in a league is respectable. Those are the standards.
Currently top 15 in my head. I have to say currently.
I remember
can't not-
our brother on the screen there was saying he's top 1 in the league or top 3 at one point.
Yeah, at one point at his first United, like in that first year before his injury against Sevilla, I rated him like insanely high. I'm being honest. Ever since then, no.
Damn, bro. Look. He's lifeless when he's saying that. this team has sucked out like
Oh
his
my
soul,
God,
bro.
yeah.
Literally.
It's so bad, man.
That's
He
crazy.
sucked this team. Now the team's sucking him.
Yo,
There's a lot of
whoa.
sucking
yo,
going
yo,
on.
yo, 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 yeah. This is a friendly episode. What are we talking about?
No, it's just sucking,
but
dude.
now he's like the Tom and Jerry episode. You know the one that you send the meme with like the sword when he pokes him or something.
Yeah, I'm Jerry. I'm
He
Jerry
just
right now.
he
yeah.
doesn't feel
It's like-
anything. That's literally Man United man's right now, bro. Alrighty, so our back line is all done. Now we're
Mhm.
going to go in the midfield.
So we're
Amarali.
doing threes.
Yeah,
you
give me-
want all three?
Yeah, give me your trio.
Okay, so I got like a little triangle, 4-3-3, I guess.
Okay.
The two deeper ones, well, the deepest for me is Caicedo. That's my CDM.
Okay.
And then I got Bruno in like a number 8, a little bit forward. Above that, I got Cole Palmer in the cam position. That's my. Those are my 3.
Those mans are getting ran through,
Yeah,
bro.
they were not working.
Anyways,
okay.
Ilya, what's your trio?
Have Caicedo, Mainu, and Bruno.
I got like one holding, and then I got 2 like attacking midfielders.
That's what I had, yeah.
Same
Pretty
as
much
him?
the same.
Palmer
yeah.
and Bruno?
Yeah, Palmer and Bruno are my 2 cams, and behind them I'm gonna put Caicedo. Actually, no. To be honest, I was thinking about Caicedo, but
He's been good this season.
I'm gonna be real with you. I actually rate Enzo Fernandez. I won't lie to you. I actually rate.
I don't know.
I know it's an undertaking.
my
Like it's a.
Out of all these players, you pick.
I actually
Enzo,
like.
if you
Enzo.
said
Does he start-
Eriksen, I
Does
would
he
be
start
less mad.
games for Chelsea?
I actually like Enzo. I think that like last year he was playing a lot.
He's not
He's-
starting games this season. I don't think he's getting games over.
Caicedo's their main man right now.
He's
And Lavia right now. starts
Lavia
over.
is
Lavia's
coming.
coming back, yeah.
he was
Honestly,
injured.
then,
Yeah.
in that case, for the composition of my midfield, I'd go the same as Amarali. So Caicedo, Bruno, and Palmer.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting, boys. All right, so my trio is all right. So I have a player that you guys did not put in. So I had Lavia. I'm a big fan of Lavia. He's been injured for a while, but
Oh, he
when
hasn't played enough.
I know, but I saw him at Southampton. I liked him at Southampton.
Yeah.
That's when he like made a name for himself, and like City was
Yeah.
interested and everything like that to get him back.
Was
And
he the one
Chelsea-
who rejected Liverpool, or was it?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
rejected
Caicedo.
Liverpool
Oh,
as well. Yeah.
That's why he's
Well,
on
Caicedo,
Elliot's team.
both of them rejected Liverpool. Anyways, I like Caicedo as well, but I chose Lavia and Kobe Mino. It's like a double pivot for me, I guess. And then the cam is Bruno. That being said, we all have Bruno in there, right? So
Mhm.
Bruno is in automatically. Caicedo is in
Caicedo.
3 of yours. So
Yeah.
Caicedo is in there. Kobe is in 2, and Palmer's in 2. Okay, so how about we leave this spot for now, the
Yeah.
last spot. Let's discuss the right wing position.
We can accept Palmer's in the team. I don't think we.
Yeah, he's
Like-
he's
Yeah,
in the
but the
team,
only
yeah.
thing is
It's
like
just the
let's
position.
let's see as well, like
Yeah.
like the right wing who we have and everything. Let's go into the right wing. Ilya, you have Palmer, I assume then.
Palmer. Yeah.
Palmer as well. That's where I had him. Even though ideally I would put him in camp, but I can't leave Bruno out though, bro. That's the
That's
thing.
his best
I-
position. Palmer wants the right.
I don't know. I feel like for me personally, I feel like his best position is in the mid, and he's cooking in the mid this year because
Where do you
Madueke is on
go?
the right.
For England, didn't he cook in Cam when he
My
came
brother
out?
barely played for England. Was
That
coming
brother
off
when
the
cooks.
he
bench.
That
came
brother
out- when
cooks
he came
everywhere though. Let's be honest here. Like Cole
does.
Palmer. Let's just take a second
That's
to talk
true.
about
Yeah,
him.
the guy is.
Cole Palmer is insane, bro. Cole
Phenomenal.
Palmer is nasty.
He has 12 goal
Nasty.
involvements
He's
this
insane.
season, I think.
I don't even know what he has, man.
Crazy
But
numbers.
he's cold, bruv. He's cold. In it?
Hold Palmer.
That's it.
Back to
bro.
back to that 4-3 at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
The
that, like,
United game, that was
Chelsea.
insane. Bro, I remember I was in the train.
I've taken that out of my memory.
I lost connection.
Really?
We were winning 3-2. I was in the
I
train,
was
and then
there,
I got
bro. I was
connection
there.
4-3. I'm like, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
went to the game. Yeah.
yeah.
That's insane.
Insane.
But
Dude,
Cole Palmer, like
Fuck
he's
that
probably
game.
He's one of the most informed players in the world as of right now. In the last 18 months, I would say, actually. So, Jasser, who did you have at right wing?
Well, considering I had Palmer at cam with
Yeah.
Bruno,
Yeah.
I had Madueke at right wing.
Exactly.
See,
Exactly.
This is where it gets
Yeah.
interesting because they have Madueke now too. So what are we doing?
Kobe, so
yeah.
two Kobe.
there's two
yeah,
Kobe.
So this is interesting, yeah.
2 Kobe, 4 Palmer, 2 Madueke. So it depends how we want to do this.
So it's really between
decide
not
between
Palmer, it's between Madueke and
Madueke and Kobe.
Exactly, but it
Yeah.
depends like
the formation.
the
Yeah.
formation completely changes. If
I
we
guess
ask
in that case,
if we ask these two, bro, who you putting in, Madueke or Kobe, they'll probably put in Kobe most likely.
yeah. So I think
Like, if it has to fit in, yeah.
But
I'll-
is
Yeah.
Madueke even better than Sancho?
Yeah. Sancho is.
I don't know.
Sancho
is the hype right
Sancho's
now. You
embarrassing.
guys think.
Sancho's embarrassing. Go see what Chelsea fans are saying about Sancho right now. They're all starting to turn on him too.
Mhm.
Like he's
He had
not
one
something.
game.
You've
where
been
he didn't
waiting
do
for
anything.
this, bro. You've been waiting for this. You have a notebook, literally. Sancho mistakes.
Sancho mistake.
First second, loses ball. Second, I don't even know, bro. Subbed
he-
out or some shit like that.
Is he fully gone from United, by the way? Or no, they
No,
have
he's
some
not. No,
Yeah, that brother
obligation
gone.
to buy.
obligation to buy, right?
Yeah.
Obligation. Comunicado oficial.
I think like the obligation
gone,
was
he's
if he plays like 20 games, I have to buy him or something.
Those brothers wanted to get rid of him, bro. It was like that meme. You know that spaghetti in the laptop meme or whatever? It was that one. Yo, just take this, brother. Like,
He
But
played
interestingly
in
enough,
the
I think
final,
another
man.
manager in United, whoever comes, maybe would not want to have gotten rid of him.
potentially. But I know you would, Mr. J, if you were the manager with Ten Hag and what happened with him. But anyways.
Did he play in the Champions League
Anyway,
final? I just want to say
Yeah,
I'm
he
better
cooked,
enough,
bro.
yeah.
He cooked in that loan.
he was good. He was good
At
in that
Dortmund,
role,
he
man.
cooked.
He was
cooked,
good.
bro.
He
But
used to cook. Let's put it that way.
anyways, boys,
He
we're
can't
not
play
talking.
in the Prem.
We're
That
not
was
talking
6
about.
months ago.
He's
We're
still
not-
young though. I'll give him that. Like he's what,
Yeah.
23, 4?
I think so.
24,
20,
I think.
24.
Like-
I think he turned 24. Kobe Mino or Madueke, I guess.
Kobe.
If we put Kobe in, then Palmer's on the right.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Okay. All right. So our midfield, here we go, is Caicedo, Kobe Mino, and Bruno Fernandes. And then right wing, Cole Palmer. Striker, Amirali, just say who you. I know who you have, so just.
So yeah, I went based off form. I'm not picking any United striker. I just can't. I can't look at us 14th, and I know we say don't pick form and injuries and all that. I picked Jackson.
I have the striker has no contention for me. It's Nicholas Jackson.
Interesting.
It's Nicholas Jackson, easy.
Bro,
But striker
you
is
told
I know
me-
Ilya doesn't have him, bro, because that brother fucking despises him, bro. I know
You guys-
Ilya doesn't have him. Ilya might as well
no, I
put
have
fucking Heaton
Bro, I'm
as
not
his striker.
Bro, I have
Hoyland.
Jackson, bro.
I mean, I
You
can't.
between
Jackson.
Hoyland and Xerxes
and Jackson.
and
It's
Jackson,
Jackson. It's
is
Jackson.
Jackson.
It's Jackson, bro.
Okay,
I
yeah.
got
If I
Hoyland.
was-
I
if
got
was
Hoyland in
really
there.
function-
What? You have Rasmus? Explain yourself.
Really?
Ilya, who did Ilya have?
Hey, you're Ilya's surprised, bro,
Jackson,
because
Jackson. Okay.
I talk about Jackson all the time. He's like, really? You have Hoyland?
You're just
in there?"
doing this to make shit up. You just
No, like I love.
beat
I love.
the bias allegations.
Rasmus is Rasmus. Okay, point on Rasmus. I mean, you can explain yourself. I think he was top joint goal scorer in Prem for us last year. So
I'll let you do the talking, brother. You do it for me.
well, no, I'm not gonna make a case for him. I'm just saying.
If I had to pick between Hoyland and Xerxes, I would probably lean more towards Hoyland. He's
Yeah.
the type of striker that I like. Xerxes finishing is ass, bro. Hoyland ain't that bad. You know what I mean?
He works hard.
He works hard.
You
I
know?
think he gets into decent positions. He makes decent runs as well. Last year, he wasn't seeing a lot of the ball though. That was the only problem with him. Poor guy. Like it was just the way that you guys were playing. You weren't creating shit. It was like that brother could barely get a shot on target because he was never fed.
Yeah.
Hoyland, I like him. He works hard. I think he has good finishing skills. He's 22, I believe, as of right now.
Very young,
Still,
yeah.
Jackson is decent as well. Like his finishing isn't as good as Hoyland's. I think his like build-up play is better than Hoyland's. But if I had to pick one or the other, I would probably go for Rasmus. I see potential in there in Rasmus, so that's who I went for.
Honestly, I think the best forward out of both teams is Nkunku, but he just for
Is he fit? Is he playing?
Take Rasmus out, bro. Nkunku. I completely forgot about that, brother, bro. I'm so
I
sorry.
was gonna put
I
that, but I
got
mean, he's not really a 9. He's like
He's
a
not yet.
second striker. You know what I mean?
Is he a striker though? That's the thing. Because now I'm
He's-
thinking
he's
about
What
not
is he
really,
officially? What is he officially?
He's like a
He's
second
like a second
striker.
striker. He
No,
always
but
plays
like, what's
behind
with
the striker.
two system.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Forward.
Or
huh?
even in Chelsea, I think he started off wide.
Yeah,
Second
yeah,
striker
exactly.
attacking
So I think
plays.
I think I'll stick
That's
I'll
the
stick to Hoyland just because I think Nkunku is more like I think he's closer to being like a cam than like a striker for me personally, like an out and out
Yeah.
striker.
Especially at Chelsea.
Quality wise though, Nkunku
He's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah,
He's probably like top 3, I would say, in this list, most likely, for like in terms of quality, in my opinion. Top 3, top 5 for sure. But yeah, you guys had Nico Jackson in there. Ilya, I'll let you start off with Nico Jackson.
Yeah, obviously, I don't like him, but he just makes dumb decisions. He doesn't finish what he needs to finish sometimes. So obviously, he gets in the right place at the right time a lot. But I think he's benefiting from Chelsea having so many like people that can beat their man, throwing crosses, Palmer creating stuff. But it's all in the numbers. Like Jackson's stats versus Hoyland's or Xerxes, it's too much of a difference.
Yeah.
For you to be like, okay, no, Xerxes has potential or something. Jackson's proven it basically already. He's better than both of them. So
right now, I would put Nico in the starting striker spot just because of what Ilya said. Like he's proven it. He scores goals. He does the job. This year, he's been really impressive in my opinion. But if you think about like the upside of all these strikers we mentioned, I'd agree with you again. I think Rasmus has definitely the highest upside. So that's my input into it. But for now, yeah, I'll go Nico.
I think with the new manager, I think Hoyland will cook. Oh, yo, I know that we're done with right wing, but shout out to a man that wasn't mentioned at all, Amad Diallo, baller.
The guy
Shout out.
Baller, but he just doesn't play enough.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he didn't play him enough. That's why.
Yeah, he didn't play him enough, but baller.
Yeah.
He should start for
I
us.
forgot about that, brother.
He should start for us now. That ass, he should be
Unreal.
starting for us.
If you asked Yasser 2 years ago who'd put out right wing, it'd be Anthony.
Do you think Anthony can do good under new manager?
Anthony
Or do you think he's just complete dog shit?
He's bad.
Like new manager, none of that.
Bad footballer. He's bad.
He was good in Ajax though, yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
Dutch
no,
league, bro.
every-
Let's
every
be honest here.
Every DSV
It's
is
the
very
Dutch
good.
league, bro. It's the Dutch league. I think if he plays a little bit on the inside, like an inside type of forward with like someone overlapping him, and doing the combinations, I think that would be decent. But I will not let anyone forget, and this is going the first time we are mentioning this on camera, when Jasser Rabani said that Anthony is better than Rafinha. He said this, and he fully believed it. And this was
Yeah.
2 years ago, I believe.
Do you
He's
have
not gonna cut this
when
out,
we
by
were
the way.
like signing Anthony versus yeah,
Yeah.
I
Seats?
did. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
He
I'm not
said
gonna lie to
Anthony
you.
is better.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Jasser. It was a couple of other mans there that night. I will not mention any more names. But
I messed up. Simple as that.
But anyways, he's seen the light finally. So, our last spot is left wing. A lot of different potentials.
So it was between two players for me.
Mhm.
It was between Rashford and Neto. Those are my two options.
No
that I was-
Garnacho?
No, Garnacho. Let me tell you something about Garnacho. He's young,
Tell me.
and I think he's got great potential. Like honestly, he's really got good potential. But I just feel like he's too much of an unfinished product right now. I feel like his decision making could be a lot better than what it is right now. I think Neto, for example, he's a better player right now. Even Rashford, he's a better player. I'll give him time, but like I've been very frustrated with Garnacho sometimes, and sometimes I've been like really impressed with him, but a lot of the times I'm finding myself frustrated.
The amount of times this guy messages in all caps, Garnacho, oh my
He's
God.
like one of the only players that scores for us, man. That shows you the quality we
That's
have
what
as
I'm
a team.
saying.
Right now, between Neto and Rashford, like Rashford's had one point in his time where he was one of the best left wingers in the world. There was a few seasons where he was like, again, pretty decent. He's too inconsistent, in my opinion. He's got everything he needs to be a really great player, but mentally, I don't know if it's what it is, but like he just can't seem to when it comes to the match day.
Broski needs his girlfriend to do that for him, bro.
Whatever it is, man. Like
He's always balling when he's in a relationship, I think, or some shit like that, no?
It's sad to see, bro. I'm gonna go for the more consistent option. I'm gonna put Neto.
Neto's a baller. Yeah.
Neto's a baller. He's
Yeah.
really good, man. Direct, gets the job done, puts good crosses in, dribbling.
Can
really
play
good,
both sides as
fast,
well.
Play both sides. I'm going Neto.
I'm a huge fan of Pedro Neto. I love watching him play. I watched a lot of Wolves games because of him,
Yeah.
and he's just amazing. And if you watch the way Wolves were playing while he was there, he did everything by himself.
Yeah.
He defended, he won the ball, played it up,
Just a good footballer.
made everything happen. The biggest thing is that he gets injured too much. Chelsea suits him because they have so many wingers and forwards that he's going to be in rotation. He'll be able to stay healthier. He's such a good player. I think he's way better than any other winger in here.
Yeah, he's class. Could potentially be an Aura FC as well. Can't lie. That brother good looking. Low key.
Yeah, I put him there.
If we do a combined 11 of that.
I'll do the episode. I'm down for that.
This guy put his hand up there.
I volunteer.
That's the most important. That's the most important FC.
For real, bro.
Neto's a good shout. It was between him and Garnacho. I did ultimately go with Garnacho. Like Jester was saying, he's been He hasn't quite hit it yet. Last season, he played, I think, 50 games all season, only had like 15 goal contribution. That's not great, right? Like 15 goals. He's young. I think he just turned 20 this year. He's still got a lot of work to do. He's got to get into second and third gear and reach the peaks that we expect him to reach. I picked him, maybe a little bit biased, maybe as a United fan. But as for Rashford, I really don't see him as United. He needs to. I feel like I'm serious. Like, I think he just needs to. He should have left even earlier than now. I mean, I think he should just leave now.
Where do you think he should go?
You would sell him?
I don't think anybody would have him. That's the issue with his salaries. Like, I just think he should restart his career.
All right, well, that funnily enough, I went with Rashford. I have Rashford as my left winger.
Oh my God, what?
Jesus Christ.
Again, are you like based off our choices? I think you have the more United choices than I do. Like we like switched it around.
And
It's
that's
crazy.
why I say that I actually rate your team, the quality
He
of your
actually
team.
usually rates Chelsea too. That's funny. That's the funny part.
It was between Pedro Neto for me and Rashford. Obviously, like those are the two options. Garnacho, I don't think I would have him in there as of right now. I feel like a couple of seasons ago when he first started off, popped off. Like I was a big fan of his, but like I feel like his progress right now is Garnacho. I feel like it's stuck his progress right now. I don't know. Like he seems very still like a raw talent. I think there's a lot of work to be done. Rashi, I like Rashi. I'll be honest with you, bro. I like Rashi. I think Rashi cooks in a different team with a proper manager. I think he does. I think he's able to. Obviously, if he has the right mindset at the end of the day, right? Because if he doesn't, then he can have all the talent in the world. He's still going to be shit. I like his pace. I like his power. I like his shooting, dribbling as well, decent. I don't know. I think his creativity is a little bit underrated as well, bro. Like this season, the first few games, I remember I was watching, and he had like Xerxes missed a few chances that Rashford created, and it's just like,
right?
yeah, and it's just like if he gets assists during those games, like we would be talking differently, perhaps.
But he's so lazy.
I agree with that, but I feel like that's where the coach comes into the factor for me. Like I feel like if you have like a high level coach, like a world class coach, where he's like, yo, like I can't fuck around with this guy because he's proven and everything, like a Hansi, literally.
He's just made it to the top. I'm paid so much at this point where he's just not gonna pick up and be that productive. And then a coach like Hansi would just never play him.
Yeah,
He would always just pick the harder worker, and like he would just get frozen out.
For me, part of the job of being a coach is you got to find a way to motivate your players and bring that hunger out. That's the thing at the end of the day. Like there's some people that there's just like not much that you can do about it. It's just the mentality that they have. I just think with the right coach, I think that he could find that hunger. Again,
that's fair. Cause like I remember like in that first year under Ten Hag wasn't like any kind of like it was just a counter attack, right? It was just like that's how Rashford thrives. He thrives on the team countering, finding him who a long ball so he has space to run into. The second year and third year of Ten Hag, when we tried to implement something different, maybe it's like that's where it comes to your coaching thing. It's like when you're being told so many things to do. Maybe another coach who gives him more clear instructions and a proper system, he could cook. Maybe
Rashford's on £350,000 a week, right? Look, when you get that kind of a deal at such a young age, do you really have any motivation? It's like,
It's insane, man.
like I think the wage structure actually affects your team too, because like what is he aiming at?
100%.
What is he aiming at? Like it's like you gotta work. Like he shouldn't be on 350.
the thing that I do want to mention about Rashford is I think he was unfortunate with the managers that you guys have had during this period of time as well. A lot of different managers, a lot of different styles, and like it's not that easy. When he first came through, he was like,
18,
yeah, exactly.
19,
So since 18, 19, he's had different styles, different managers that he has to adjust to, like.
But at the same time, you could say he's had a lot of opportunities.
No, yeah,
So, like,
for
you know
sure.
what I mean? Like different managers, different. If one didn't work out, it was the next one. But he's been criticized almost every.
But that kind of
Every,
goes
like,
back to
manager.
what I was. Do you think if he had like a Klopp or a Pep, someone who was stable,
I think
Klopp,
so.
Do
Yeah.
you think he would have thrived or been better at least than what he
Look
is
at the
now?
quality that they've had as coaches, bro. Let's be
Yeah.
honest here. I don't know. Since Fergie, literally since Fergie. The only one was Mourinho. Again, Mourinho, like his type of man management is either like, yo, you fuck with it or you don't. I think it might happen, bro. We'll see. We'll see. It's either that or he's getting shipped. So it's one or the other. Because he ain't staying at United much longer if he's not producing. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Off to West Ham or Nottingham Forest he goes now.
Sad
That's
days.
crazy. That's
Sad
crazy.
days.
We had two Pedro Netos, so Pedro Neto is going in there. So our combined 11 is as follows. Manchester United and Chelsea. Onana and net, Colwill and De Ligt is our CB duo. And then we have Luke Shaw and we have Reece James. In the midfield, we have Caicedo, Kobe Mainu, and Bruno Fernandes. Right wing, we have Palmer. In the middle, we have Nico Jackson. And in the left, we have Pedro Neto. 6 Chelsea mans and 5 United mans in our formation. That is our combined 11. Quickly, score predictions. What do we think?
If Ten Hag was in charge, I'd say 2 or 3-0 Chelsea. Funnily enough, now that Ten Hag is gone, these players might start turning up a little bit. You know that little like manager, manager kind of thing? I'm going to go for a draw. 2-2.
Interesting. I could see that. Yeah, I could see
I
that.
think
I can see that too. I think United's going to concede a lot. I think it's going to be like 3-2. I would say 3-2 Chelsea.
I'll bring one thing up. Chelsea have not won at Old Trafford since 2013.
A lot of fans are winning at Old Trafford.
I was about to say. I remember when you mans were saying it was a fortress once in 3-2. Emirali, what do you got?
So yeah, Ten Hag's gone. So
Why is this guy so depressed when he's about to give his, bro?
Ten Hag's gone, so that improves our chances. You know, we're gonna go on what Jester was saying. We're gonna have our honeymoon period. Yeah, so it won't be a bloodbath. So it's gonna be like a 1-1.
I can see all those going. I will give one that hasn't been given. I'm gonna switch it up. I'll say 2-1 Chelsea. Yeah.
So no one has United winning, huh?
Absolutely not. Nope. Watch United win. Watch them like turn up now.
Imagine us beating them, bro. Like
I just want to go back to when I said United's gonna finish 7th or whatever.
Brother, that's pushing it. That's pushing it.
Yeah.
Well, we still got a lot of game stuff.
Is the season done for you guys? Technically, what do you think?
Yeah.
Define done.
Like
We
top
can make
4.
top 5. Dude, there's not. We've played 9 games. We're not even double digits.
Wait. I want you to answer this very clearly because of what you just said right now. You think that there is a chance that you finish top 4 this season?
Very low. Very low.
What's the percentage? Give me a percentage.
I don't know. I'm not a.
This guy's gonna make a reel out of this right now.
No, I'm just
top 5 and top 6 obviously more likely, but
yeah.
I mean, it's not. We're not in December. We are in November, but we've had like 2 international breaks. There's only been 9 games.
So if you had to put a percentage, chances of actually getting into top 4.
Top 4, like I don't know, like 20%. It's not that high. There's other good teams. Even if we're playing really good, there's still other very good teams. That's why 20.
20 is high for me, bro. You're 14th right now. But anyway,
20 is not that high. 20 is.
I wouldn't even put $10.
I would give you guys like a 5% chance or something like that, bro. As of right now, how it's looking.
Dude,
I don't think we're gonna make top 4. I'm just saying.
If we're gonna get our new manager in within this season, that's probably our best chance of success. If we keep Ruud as an interim till the end of the season and start with a new manager next year, I think the season's done. Honestly, Ilya's 7th is 7th is looking nice. 7th is looking real nice right now.
I know it's very, very low standards and everything, but what would be considered like a successful season? For where you guys are currently, what would be considered a success? For the state the state that you're in right now, the way that you're feeling, like what position or what, like I don't even know, Carabao or FA, whatever. What would be considered a success this season?
Europa League qualification.
Winning Europa?
No, going
Europa
deep,
League.
I think.
Europa League qualification and maybe a cup.
I mean, a cup is icing on the cake, but yeah, I think finishing 6th, having a good run in the FA Cup, Carabao, like going deep in them, you know.
But this is as I said, if we got that Sporting guy in and everything works out.
I guess the expectation changes.
There's a lot of factors into it, but as I said, if Ruud stays and if we keep him for the rest of the season, I don't see anything happening this season. I think it's a write-off season.
Fair. All right, gentlemen, there you guys have it. That is our combined 11. Along with our opinions about the Ten Hag situation. Let us know what you guys think about our combined 11. Let us know if Ineos made the right decision with Ten Hag, sacking him now. Should they sack them earlier, later? Let us know. Follow, like, subscribe, and take a look at everything else that we've uploaded. A lot of content that we've been doing for you guys, and we hope that you guys enjoy, okay? From everyone here at Footy Gents, we will catch you guys on the next episode. Till then, peace.